Okay, I got it situated. Welcome, everybody, to the Triple B Experience. I'm your host, Bad Bubba Brewer. Had a little technical difficulty. I had no screen, just like I ran out of gas Friday in my lovely vehicle, which I got to go pick up here momentarily. But I wanted to get it on an experience show out there. We got a lot of stuff going on. There is a ton of stuff going on in my world and in the world beyond. We have a lot of stuff besides the professional wrestling show that's coming up August 26th at the Kastle. We've got great sponsors for this show. We have 7 to 8 exciting matches. We're trying to get the card finalized. We got some matches in queue for you people in the Cambria County and in the Indiana County, Jefferson or Westmoreland County, all the wrestling fans who want to take part in our last show. It's a Halloween extravaganza. You can dress up. We'll have prizes for the best dressed costumes and stuff like that. We appreciate all the Kastle support, and also a Main Street Hobby Shop in the Kastle. If you're into sports collecting and memorabilia, if you're into jerseys, football autographs, the mini helmets, anything, cards, sports cards, pop culture cards, action figures, all kind of stuff. You can get it at Main Street Hobby at the Kastle. And speaking of we have a ton of new sponsors in this show, and I'm going to get it right out there. Habitat's Beer and Tobacco, PA Lottery in Johnstown, and also in Indiana, JP Building and Remodeling. Contact Jeff Booth. And also Kevin Adams Sr. sponsored the show. And we also have, they're going to be there, JT Toys and Collectibles will be there. And IndieWrestling.us will be filming it and putting it on their website. And PP&J is a proud sponsor of the APWF show. And also we have Tim Burns, attorney Tim Burns. We got attorneys if you need them. And also Advanced Auto Parts in Johnstown, Pennsylvania. And here is the Kastle poster. That's right. We got it. I got it last night. And here it is, the Kastle poster. So it'll be out, shared out on all social media. I'm getting them printed up so I can put them out and wherever I go and plaster them all over the place. So get your tickets at www.apwfwrestling.com. This is the last show of the year, and we would like to go out with a bang. So if you guys support me, I support you. Please support it. It's going to be for the Donald J. Bennett for Wish. It's a Make-A-Wish Foundation that a percentage of the tickets are going to go to. So please, just show up, be entertained, go down to the Kastle, and have a night of wrestling action dressed up for Halloween on October 26th. So hopefully everybody's doing good, I hope. Like I said, I've been running chaotically. I'm not used to running out of gas, and it happened Friday. Like I said, I got to go get my lovely vehicle out of the shop and trying to get some Steelers Dynasty podcast stuff out. I did a video today talking about the injuries in the Pittsburgh Steelers organization. If you haven't subscribed to me and Shane, we go every Wednesday nights. We go Tuesday nights with our friend Mark from Steelers Nation Australia. It's a collaboration where we talk Steelers football. So I'm doing a lot of that on the Steelers Dynasty podcast channel on YouTube. And also everything is on audio on the Triple B Experience. I did this huge interview last week, and I am very proud of it. We had in the studio Lightning Mike Quackenbush. We talked a lot about training, a lot about trying to become a professional wrestler. If you haven't had a chance to do that, take that interview in, please do. It's an awesome interview. AC Knight, thanks for tuning in on the Facebook chat. Anybody wants to bring up some questions and comments, please do. This is a sporadic. This is not your typical Friday night. I know this past Friday night I was a little bit emotionally exhausted from the day I had with running out of gas. So, and I usually come on about Friday nights between 8 and 9 when we do WWE pick shows or we talk pulp culture. We do our top fives and we do all that kind of stuff. So I appreciate everybody for tuning in. We have about over almost 1,100 subscribers on this channel. And the Steelers Dynasty podcast, we have almost 170. We're shooting for 200. What channel and what podcast will actually get me monetized? I have no idea. I keep chipping away, and that's what we do. But first and foremost, we're going to talk some pulp culture stuff. I got a lot of comic books in my general vicinity. A lot of stuff is about comic book stuff related items. I am all about that. I am big into pulp culture, as you guys all know, big into comic books. I haven't, the last movie I saw was Deadpool, made over $1 billion. It'll be out on Blu-ray probably in the middle of October. That'll be a great gift for everybody during Christmas. It was one of the top Marvel movies I've ever seen. It's in my top 5. I've seen it 3 times already. So with those two, with Deadpool and Wolverine, you can't go wrong. And that will be something that might have saved the MCU, because the MCU, as we speak, has been a roller coaster ride. Some of the movies have been good. Some of the movies have been bad. Some of the TV shows have not been good. I did like She-Hulk, but She-Hulk was not critically acclaimed. The Eternals wasn't bad. That was not good. Guardians of the Galaxy 3 was probably the best thing we saw in a while. Miss Marvel was not so good. But I watch them all. So I have to watch them all so I can get my criticisms. And some stuff is not always like the comic book versions. I understand that, and I'm okay with that, because I never thought in my wildest dreams I would see any Marvel characters on TV or on movies except for like Lou Ferrigno and the cheap-ass version of the Amazing Spider-Man 1970s movie, which was cheesy as hell. If any of you guys have seen that, you know what I'm talking about. He just fought bank robbers, and I think he saved a cat from a tree. It wasn't all that. So, yes. So I got a comment here. And if you guys have any questions, comments, yes, Craig, how you doing? Yes, I'm going to get into that. Well, let's get into it right now. I watched it last week. That's why I made this. And it's not Agatha Harkness. It's not Agatha House of Harkness. It's Agatha all along. I just copied this off as quick as I could to get something from Marvel Studios. I saw the first 2 episodes. It's a spinoff exactly probably right after WandaVision. If you guys all seen WandaVision, Wanda, made her forget everything, that she was a witch, and Agatha was stuck in Westview. They have the first episode was pretty good. It was sort of like the crime story from the HBO show, and I never seen that one. It was based out of Philly or whatever. She was an investigator or something. She was a cop, and then all of a sudden, Agatha now is a cop, and I think this young kid in the first episode, I think he has something to do with Wanda. He's trying to get her back to find her witchy kind of way. Audrey Plaza, I love. That is worth watching it alone. I did see some, they had some skin there in the first episode or second episode. It wasn't. It's not your typical Disney Plus show. It's a little bit mature, maybe. A lot of stuff I do not know based on the concept of the Salem 7. I don't know all that. I had to read up on it. And it has something to do with Agatha's history, which it might get more into. I know the Jennifer Kell character, like I told Tammy, she was based in Man-Thing in the Marvel properties, because Man-Thing and the Swamp Thing, they switch them off, and different companies got different characters. I like the Man-Thing more than I like the Swamp Thing in DC. That's just my personal opinion. I do have a couple of the Man-Thing comics. I'm trying to get an action figure. They're very, very expensive as we speak. But the show's very good. Hey, Devil, what's up? I don't know. I'm going to say maybe. I don't see why not, because if they have Darkhold or anything like that, and they bring that in, I don't know. I know they're doing the White Vision TV show here. They're developing that. It's coming. They're working on the Daredevil TV show. That should be almost done, I believe. They're working. Well, now in October, we're going to have Venom coming out. And it's going to have, I'm probably going to go to the movie theaters to see that one. Because I think Tom Holland, I think Spider-Man's going to be in that, or Andrew Garfield. One of the two, or Tobey Maguire. One of the three might be in that Venom. I'm not sure, but I will take a chance with it. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff going on, because I just watched before I got on, because I was doing other stuff. Because like I said, I cut a video for Steelers Dynasty podcast where it was out right now, about a 5-minute clip on the Steelers injuries. You can catch that on the Steelers Dynasty podcast. And I was doing some wrestling, trying to get some stuff. And I got to go get my lovely Jeep and go try to lift some weights and try to get back here later on. So Mark and Shane and myself can do our show here probably at 9 or 10 o'clock. And then I got to go back to work tomorrow. So, I mean, it's just, and then yesterday I'm honestly a little tired from standing, trying to get in to see a rally, and I didn't get into, but still I had a positive experience, and I'm going to let it at that. And I'm going to go, and never thought I'd see. It's the most, ladies and gentlemen, in my hometown of Indiana, Pennsylvania, that was the most people I've ever seen anywhere. I've seen Hulk Hogan here. I've seen John Cena here. The KAC holds like 5,000. It was packed yesterday. That was the most people I've seen probably since the Steelers Redskins scrimmage at the field house. This is just my own personal opinion, and even more when Jimmy Stewart turned 75. Indiana County had something real huge. I was a Boy Scout at the time, and I believe that there was a lot of people yesterday. So I was recovering from that. I'm a little too old to stand. I'm telling you, it was hot a little bit yesterday because it rained and it got hot, but I wanted to see it, so I did, and it is what it is. But also, too, I also tried to catch up. Like I said, I'm caught up on Agatha all along. I got the first 2 episodes. I'm a huge, like I said, Plaza fan. I love her. I think she's going to be the evil one out of the whole storyline, and I believe, I hate to say this, I believe that her and Agatha actually were a couple at one time. I think you guys can see that, the writing on the wall. It is what it is. I'm okay with that. And hey, who wouldn't want to kiss, Plaza on the, hey, she's pretty hot and she's crazy. And if you ever seen her interviews on like Conan or any type of late show, they're actually pretty funny. No, I just talked a little bit. No, I'll talk. I'm going to go back a little bit. You didn't miss much. I just said that I gave the sponsors and I gave the poster. So that's what I did. Speaking of the gentleman, Pro Wrestling Extreme Talk, that is Larry Stryker, JJ, and Reese, the 3 amigos of Pro Wrestling Extreme Talk. If you guys haven't subscribed to that channel, please do. They talk all kind of wrestling. They give their pay-per-view picks from AEW, WWE, and they also are an extreme part. There it is, Pro Wrestling Extreme Talk. They are an extreme part of the Allied Powers Wrestling Federation. They will be set up in the Kastle with their podcast, maybe getting some interviews and doing whatever. Look, we are a small company thriving on trying to be bigger, and we'll talk some wrestling here momentarily after I get some pulp culture, because that's what this show's all about. It's like pulp culture and wrestling. but also too, I wanted to get into. Yes, that is correct. Second show. Yes, come on down, Craig, and and enjoy some female wrestling. And we have some matches, but before I start talking APWF, I want to talk about this show that I watched the other day, and I was impressed. Look, I out of DC characters and all DC lore of comic books, movies, cartoons, or whatever, Batman is the top of Batman. To me, is a lot better than Superman. I do like Henry Cavill and Christopher Reeve Superman. I don't watch any of the TV shows. I wasn't big into Smallville. Maybe might be in my radar later on in life, maybe. But I watched the first episode of The Penguin. Very graphic, very brutal, and Colin Farrell does a great job as the Penguin. He is in fucking designed with costume, prosthetics, makeup. I guess they even gave him a prosthetic utensil because I think he might have a sex scene or something later on in this Penguin series. And the girl who plays the gangster's daughter, she's crazy. She just looks crazy. Now, you're not going to see Bruce Wayne. You're not going to see Batman. It's right after the Matt Reeves Batman movie. I think it might be a couple days or a week after that because of the flooding of that Batman movie. So I watched that the other day. So I am caught up. I don't know how many episodes they are. It's very graphic. And the Penguin is not your typical Penguin. I mean, he walks kind of funny, but he's not your Burgess Meredith Penguin. He is brutal. It's like a crime. It's like an underworld kind of thing. And it's graphic, and he does kill people. That is not your typical Penguin. But if you got a chance to watch it, please do. I give it a thumbs up on the first episode. I mean, I give Agatha 2 thumbs up. I know they had that little chant and a little singing stuff or whatever, but I also I think she's the actress who plays her is actually pretty good. So, and she's funny, but I have no clue what they're doing with that. If they're like bringing more of that stuff to get to Wanda, I have no idea. And I just got to go along for the ride. I'm not, pulling everything apart and doing stuff like that. I'm not that kind of person. I just want to enjoy stuff and just go with it because just my opinion, because everybody's got opinion. But the last thing I saw was before I got on was the trailer for the new Thunderbolts movie. I thought this trailer was pretty good. It's not your typical. It's not going to be your typical MCU. Hopefully, it's a little darker. Because I did see some killing when she shot people in a hallway. So, and the Black Widow, and they got U.S. Agent, they got Bucky Barnes, they got the Red Guardian, now they got the Taskmaster, they got Ghost. I don't know if they are incorporating Sentry, and if you guys do not know who Sentry is, you should Google him because Sentry is actually one of the most powerful characters in all of Marvel comics. And Bob is his counterpart because he's he's mentally unstable. So you'd have to Google that. They have not shown Sentry in costume. They just shown him getting bullets shot at him and the casings falling off of him. That's all you see in the trailer. It looks like DC's Marvel's version of the Suicide Squad. So I have no, it's not out yet. I think it's October. I'm going to be honest with you, Craig. I've never saw the first one. I have it here in my collection. I have never watched it. I have not. And Phoenix is a great actor. I haven't got a chance to watch it because it's a different universe. So I have to, this is the first time that I've actually got to be able to watch stuff that hasn't been football or wrestling. Especially trying to book some people, trying to get some talent. It's very, very hard trying to run a company and doing everything, but we are trying because, it's independent wrestling is very, very competitive. I won't deny that. So, yes, that new trailer for the Thunderbolts is very, very good. I can't wait till this comes out. I got the whole volume of the Thunderbolts because actually, like I said many times before, the Thunderbolts was disguised as good guys, but realistically were bad guys in the comic books. And then they had a change of heart. And then Hawkeye actually led them into comic books. And, Luke Cage, Power Man actually led them. I believe the first volume, it's like 175 issues. I have not read them all. And in later part, they've had Deadpool and the Punisher as a Thunderbolt part of the team, the Red Hulk. I don't know if you'll ever see the Punisher or Deadpool on this version of the team. I don't think so, because I think Deadpool is going to be more of an Avenger because he has been in the Uncanny Avengers and, stuff like that. So that was good. If you haven't seen that trailer, please do. That'll be worth going to the movies to see because I like going to Marvel movies and see. So let me get to some social media stuff on Facebook because since StreamYard actually upsized their ante, I can only go on 3. So 3 allotments. One's on YouTube now, and one's on my personal Facebook page and on the Triple B Experience Facebook page. That's all I can do because you're not allowed to do it anymore because they upped it to StreamYard has upped it to almost $90 a month. I'm not paying that. So I downsized it because I pay whatever I pay because I do audio, I do Canva, and then I do StreamYard. I don't make any money in any of these stuff, and I'm not looking to make money. I'm just looking to try to, do whatever because the more you try, the better off you'll be, and the success will come later. That's how I look at it. I mean, I have won 2 podcasts, second place doing podcasts in Indiana County. So I didn't pump it up and try to put people out there to vote for me. People just voted, and I got second place. So, I mean, it is what it is. I'm very opinionated. I back up what I say, and I don't get political on these podcasts, and I try not to because I do not want to disengage anybody. I just want to keep everybody supporting the whole concept. Now, if you're a Cleveland Browns fan or something like that, I mean, you don't I don't think you're going to be on my shows unless you like comic books. And then if you like wrestling, but then you're definitely not going to like my Steeler Dynasty podcast show because it's all pro Steelers and we are 3-0. So, I mean, we take it one game at a time. And hey, Brian Reddick, thanks for popping in. So, like I said, this is I just wanted to do this real quick on Tuesday. And then, that's huge. I can't, and you know what? Maybe by the time we play them, they might be 0-10 or 2-8 or something. They don't look good. Cleveland don't look good. Nobody really looks good because Atlanta should have beat the Kansas City Chiefs the other night. Kansas City don't look good. I know everybody loves their teams and think their team is the greatest. Hey, look, that first half of the Steeler game, I was sweating bullets. The Steelers just got a better defense than a lot of people gave us credit for. Just like their record. Yep. Yeah. I never liked Cincinnati. I hate Chris Collinsworth. I never liked Ickey Woods. I hated doing the shuffle and stuff like that. But we like I said, I want to get back to doing this stuff on Fridays. I know me and Shane are trying to preview Steeler games before on Saturdays. I didn't even do it Saturday. I was just so whatever, but we did Sunday a little bit. And we will definitely be after the game. This team here, if they only let the Colts score less than 10, I don't think that's ever happened in 4 games. In 4 games in a row, the average, because I know the 76 Steelers had a couple shutouts, and that defense was unparalleled. And like I said, when I did that injury report, we got Highsmith out, we've got Jalen Warren out. And hopefully we don't get anybody else out. And then Troy Fautanu dislocated his kneecap or something in practice, and then he's out for the rest of the season. So I did cut that video. If you guys want to see that, it's like 5 minutes long on the Dynasty Podcast, Steelers Dynasty Podcast Network, the channel. We got almost 170 subscribers. So, and I appreciate everybody for tuning in. I appreciate everybody for sharing. I appreciate everybody for doing whatever. But before I get out of here, once again, I want to give a big shout out to all the sponsors of the APWF, Advanced Auto Parts in Johnstown, Attorney Tim Burns, Boothies JP, Building and Remodeling in Indiana, Habitats, Beer and Tobacco, PA Lottery, and also JT's Toys and Collectibles, and one of the huge, well, there we go, IndieWrestling.us. And then we have, I got Troy's movie film here, and also Kal-El and Pro Wrestling Extreme. So I do have a couple other ones I got to get on here. We have the, Fritz Films, and we have other ones I got to get back on. It's on my Steeler Dynasty show, and then Ralph Williams. And also, if anybody's going to this, this is huge. This Saturday, $50 tickets. You can win prizes. You can win a ton of stuff. I think I'm just going to get a ticket because I got to put posters out. I got to get posters sent out in Cambria County, Indiana County, a little bit of Westmoreland, wherever I can go and put out posters. And also, Mountaineer Mafia is also a sponsor. So, and also a huge sponsor is Main Street Hobby Shop, in the Kastle. And I appreciate everybody. And we've got this, we got this Nightmare at the Kastle, 7-8 matches, doors open up at 6. We have the combo pack, 4 tickets for $40. Front row is $20 tickets. We've got a few of them left, and general admission is $15. And we're trying to pack them in. It's our last show of the year, guys. There's a lot of companies out there. Wrestling and running a wrestling company is very, very hard. You can't please everybody. You piss everybody off. You do whatever, but I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to work a company. We've done. This is going to be. This is our third show. I was going to do one. We are doing 3 this year. We're going to try to get some dates lined up for 2025 and go from there. It'll be we'll be on tonight. It will be a co-simultaneous podcast with Mark. So I'll have it on here on my Steeler Dynasty podcast show. So I'll definitely have that. So I appreciate you coming in, Cal. I appreciate it. We have Slam and Sammy versus Pegasa. That's a ladies match. We have I believe we're going to have the Troublemakers and Lexus Sin versus the Rad Boys and opponent to be named later. A partner to be named later. I'm sorry. It'll be a 6-man tag match. We also have Money Shot coming in, first time ever. Money Shot has been everywhere, winning championships everywhere in every division and company that they ever been into. So, hey, Big Mike, thanks for tuning in. And, it's just we the last show. This is the last show of the year. We're hoping to get, a packed house in Johnstown. I know other people run in Johnstown, and good for them. And I'm not bashing anybody. I'm just trying to do what I got to promote. I mean, if I don't believe in what I'm promoting, why am I doing this? Simple as that. So yes, I'll be, sharing stuff on social media. I'll be putting posters up, and then me and Larry will probably be getting a couple of the guys or girls back on the show to do some interviews for the show. I know I got to get JT for JT's Collectibles, have him come on, talk about his store, because he's a proud sponsor. He goes all over these wrestling companies and actually sets up a show. So I'm going to get him on as quick as possible. I had that interview with Mike Quackenbush. I do Steeler stuff. I work for a living. I'm just trying to do what I can. We got less than 4 or 5 weeks, and tickets. Look, you'll be up front and looking at independent wrestling, and you'll be seeing the wrestlers up close. This ain't like a WWE show where you're paying $1,000 and you're not seeing anything. I mean, I try to get the best talent that I possibly can get at that time. A lot of people are running shows that day too, and we are trying to book who we can. We've had a couple hurdles that we had to jump over. Sometimes we've had a couple things block the entrance, you know what I mean, to that. But we're just trying to do the best we can. Like I said, if you do not believe in your product, or you do not believe on who you are or what you can do, why you are doing it is beyond me. I have to believe in my product. I have to believe in my staff. I have to believe what I'm putting out there is the best that I possibly can get at that time. That's simple. I mean, honestly, if anybody would like to criticize, because everybody's a critic now, go buy a promoter's license, go buy a wrestling ring, because they ain't cheap, and go do it yourself. I'm not being agitated. I'm just telling people, I see stuff all the time. I try not to feed into anything on social media as of yesterday or weeks before, or saying, when I said that the Spencer Slade and Bill Collier match was the best match in the company's history. It's my opinion. I paid for it. So that's what I saw. And my booker and myself, we just try to bring the best that we can. There's a lot of wrestlers, and if your wrestlers listening to us, please send your footage, and we'll look at it, and we're just trying to get the best available talent out on the show. And if you don't look like a wrestler, don't send your stuff. I just don't know what to tell you, because I'm not paying you I just won't. So, get your tickets. Please support a great cause. It's going to be for the Donald J. Bennett for Run for Wish. So it's for a Make-A-Wish charity. I do all my shows. I do for a charity. I don't think maybe some organizations do, but I just feel that's a lot better way of getting my product out there. I'm going to be trying to put the word out on other various social avenues as we speak. We got the poster done. I'm ready to waiting for pick up the posters. Jesse DeMark does a great job. Once again, this poster is something. It is great. Like, wow, look at all the sponsors that we had on the bottom. We've got new wrestlers that we haven't had before. Gorgeous Gregory is coming to the Allied Powers Wrestling Federation. So, I mean, we are trying to get different wrestlers when we can get them. I understand it's very hard. We did have Jason Hendricks, but due to his broken leg, and we wish him well, he's on the road to recovery. I just saw his walking boot on his social media. I wish him well. There's a lot of other wrestling companies out there that you guys can go see and you guys can enjoy. I promote the ones that promote me and my company. I will give them a shout out as always, and I appreciate the rises and Big Mike and Imagine, stuff like that. And look, there's other shows out there, and you guys can go to any show you want to, and you guys can be entertained by any company that you choose to see. I hope you spend your money and come see the Allied Powers Wrestling Federation for the last time this year, and dress up in a Halloween thing, my wife's idea, and hopefully we can entertain you in that way also with the wrestling action and what we have inside the ring. So hopefully I'll be back Friday with some more pop culture stuff, talk some more wrestling stuff, do whatever. I do appreciate everybody for tuning in. This is a Tuesday. I got some other stuff to do in my personal life I got to get done before I jump back on here. I do love doing podcasting. I love talking to the masses to get stuff out there and to entertain people. So if you haven't subscribed to the Triple B Experience, please do. We are on audio. We're on Buzzsprout and Spotify and all audio formats you can hear the show. You can hear that interview with Mike Quackenbush. It's over an hour long. It's very informative. If you are a pro wrestler, or if not being a pro wrestler, it's still very informative. And it was an honor to interview him. So everybody, I'll see you guys hopefully Friday on The Experience. Everybody, get ready to their Steeler fans for the Steelers Dynasty podcast. I'll be back on later tonight with myself, my co-host, special field correspondent Shane Stodmiller, and Mark from Steelers Nation Australia. It's a combining effort of both our podcasts, and we'll be talking Steelers. So thanks, Devil. We'll see you later. And I appreciate everybody. Please, if you guys need tickets, if you live in the area, please go to www.apwfwrestling.com. Contact myself at 724-840-9906 for ticket information. Contact Larry Stryker. And Larry's we're gonna get these matches out. And like I said, I just named 2 matches: Slam and Sammy versus Pegasi, and we have a 6-man tag match. The Troublemakers with Alexis Sin versus the Rad Boys, and a special partner to be named later. Thank you guys for tuning in. I got to get going. I got stuff to do. Justin Donahue, thanks for tuning in, brother. Catch the replay, and I appreciate. Keep doing what you're doing, brother. Everybody, stay positive, stay focused, stay driven, stay motivated. I'm telling you, if you do all that, nothing can stop you, and that's what I'm doing. All that and more. So everybody, stay tuned later tonight for the Steeler Talk, and I will see you guys periodically with the Triple B Experience. I'll hopefully be back Friday to get some more, maybe get some interviews, get some stuff, just talk wrestling and pulp culture. Troy Fritz, thanks for tuning in, brother. Sorry about you Cowboys, but also Troy Fritz Films, also a proud sponsor of the APWF. Troy would be there hanging out with everybody, and doing what he can do. Yep. I'll see you guys later on tonight. I got to go get some stuff done. I appreciate all the support. Tell your friends, tell your mother, tell your brother, tell your brothers. Hey, Triple B Experience, the only podcast that actually talks a lot of stuff that actually means a lot of stuff. So I appreciate it. We'll see you guys later tonight when I'm talking Steelers on the Steelers Dynasty podcast with my collaboration with Mark from Steelers Nation Australia. See you guys. Have a great night, and we'll see you guys. Peace out.